y equals sine of x and y equal to sine of x. We are going to graph both of them on the same graph. So you have your y-axis, you have your x-axis. The parent function always starts from the origin, and then the highest point is 1, the lowest point is -1. The range is between 1 and -1. So the period is 2 pi, which is 360 degrees. So here I have pi, here I have 2 pi, here I have -pi, here I have -2 pi. Okay, so our function is going to go from the origin, go up and come back through pi, because the sine of pi is 0, then go to the other side. Of course it keeps going. Okay, so from here, from 0 to 2 pi, that's your period. And then of course the same thing goes on the other side. Comes here, goes up here, and then comes down here. Okay, and then it keeps going. Okay, now again it's bounded between 1 and -1. Now how about the second one? Y is equal to 2 sine of x. So the amplitude in this situation is 2. If the graph that we have here is our parent function, then it is going to be stretched vertically. So here you have 2, here you have -2. So it's going to go from the origin, goes up to 2, comes down, then goes back up again, and so forth. The same thing goes on the other side. Again, it is going to be bounded between +2 and -2. Y is equal to sine of 2x and y equal to sine of 3x. So here the period, call it t, is 2 pi divided by b, and b in our situation is 2 here, so you have 2 pi over 2, which is pi. So the period for this graph is pi. What does this 2 mean really? It simply means that when you graph, it means that when you graph your function in 2 pi, you will have 2 cycles. Whereas for y equal to sine 3x, in 2 pi, you will have 3 cycles. Okay, so let's see what that means here. So again, I know the period is pi, so let's call this pi, 2 pi, -pi, -2 pi. So again, it's a sine function. Let me use the black color, so I'm gonna start from here. So here the period is pi. So I'm going to go up, come back down. That's 1 period. Okay, then I do the same thing. So I have in 2 pi I have 2 cycles. Okay, so this is 1 period right here, 1 period. Okay, and then the same thing goes on the other side. How about y equals sine of 3x? So again, the period is gonna be 2 pi over 3. Okay, that's 60 degrees. So in this whole distance of 2 pi, I will have 3 cycles. I will divide it into 3 equal cycles, maybe here and there. So this will be 2 pi over 3 right there, right? So my graph will be going here. I'm gonna have 1 cycle, and then I'm gonna have another cycle, and then I'm gonna have another cycle again. So this orange graph is y equal to sine of 3x. And then I do the same thing here. I can divide it into 2 sections. roughly, and then I'm gonna have, okay, so basically when you increase the value of b, you are having a horizontal compression. Let's now look at the cosine function. You should know that the cosine function starts from this point right here. The parent function starts from 1 because the cosine of 0 is equal to 1. So it is coming like this, like this, like this, like this. And of course, you know this is 2 pi because peak to peak is your period, okay? That's your period t, okay? Then the mirror right here, you have pi, here you have negative pi, and then here you have negative 2 pi, okay? How about the next one? You have a negative. Negative means you are having a reflection across the x-axis. So it's going to come here from negative 1, then it goes up, okay? Same. So negative 1 here. So this orange graph is the negative cosine of x.